All right, from Augusta on a cold, kind of a little bit of raw day for that time of year in Georgia. Tiger Woods making his way to the tee box to get going for his Saturday round. Tiger has made the cut. T19 coming into the day, 1 over. Friday was a 2 over, not a thing of beauty, but most importantly, he has answered many of the questions. Could he go? Would he go? Within a resounding yes. So he started the day T19, currently now T20. But right now it's Scotty Scheffler atop the leaderboard at Augusta National, 5 shots clear of the field. And he'll tee off a little before 3 o'clock, so just about 2 hours from right now. But Tiger Woods going to go pretty soon, and we will see how it goes down for Tiger on a very pivotal Saturday to see how he holds up and can he get back into serious contention in this tournament. All right, Kyle Porter is there. Is going up Magnolia Lane on property. Rick Gehman, of course, our guy helping us out as well, sports scientist for data, as well as our golf expert. Kyle, I'm going to start with you. It looks like it has gotten colder. It looks like it has gotten more raw out there. As Tiger Woods is walking towards the tee box, what is he in for over these next 4+ hours?
Well, it has gotten colder. You know, you and I spoke this morning, EK, and it was cold then, but the sun was out. The sun has completely disappeared. It's really cloudy here. The wind is picking up. It feels like it's we just looked at the temperature here. It feels like it's 50 degrees, which I don't know if that's great for Tiger for how stiff his body has been. I will say, EK, as I was walking over here, we're on the par 3 course right now. As I was walking over here, Tiger passed me in a golf cart. He was driving to the clubhouse to make that walk to the first tee, and he looked great. He was chatty and jovial, and so we'll see how it holds up over 4+ hours. But as of right now, I think there's a lot of optimism from him and from everybody for what this round 3 could hold for him.
I just saw they gave us a graphic there with the temperature. It's in the 40s right now. There are people there that are bundled up in jackets. I see some ski hats out. What do you think this means and does for him? Let's just start kind of generally. This is a guy who had a withdrawal in his group yesterday. He's had some weird weather, but he's persevered through. What do you think of what he could and should do today, given these conditions, Rick?
Yeah, the patrons look like they could be going down the bunny slopes anytime soon here. They're well prepared for it. As far as Tiger Woods goes, I think you're going to see a lot of stretching. You're going to see him moving around a lot, obviously trying to keep that back loose. The great thing about the Masters, obviously, we have all the cameras on the driving range, so we were able to watch Tiger's essentially his entire practice routine this morning, and you could see him literally in real time getting more and more loose. And as he gets onto the first tee, I think you're going to continue to see that. You're going to continue to see him stretching and reaching down and touching his toes. And once we tee off here, once we get this first ball into the air, I think it's going to be business as usual for Tiger. Use his brain more than his body and see if he can post something low and put a little threat into the rest of this leaderboard.
Rick, let me follow up on what you just said. Considering that you watched every shot of the practice round, you said as it goes, he was getting a little looser. Stands to reason, right? You're warming up. It's actually called warming up in all the sports. But when you looked at him through the practice round, what else did you see? More of a limp, less of a limp? Did you like the swing? Did you not like the swing? This guy's had 18 greens out of 36. But so far you're thinking maybe today's a day, maybe it goes a little bit better with the flag hunting. Or do you feel like today's going to be a tough day for him based upon what you saw in the practice round?
Yeah, you kind of have to look at this through 2 different lenses. His golf swing over the ball looked good. As he did get more loose, you saw the range of motion increase. He was getting that club much closer to parallel, which is what you like to see at the top. But yeah, there was limping around in between shots, a noticeable kind of limp to go and re-tee his golf ball. So with Tiger, I think we kind of have to separate this into 2 different lenses. Is he walking around on the golf course, or is he hitting a golf shot? The latter I'm much more encouraged about, especially after what we've seen through the first 2 rounds. If he can just kind of sustain, shoot something near even par, maybe a stroke under, I think he's going to be improving his position on the leaderboard.
All right, Kyle, I see that out there. He's getting ready to go. He has the big, thick white sweater on. He's got the extra thick golf pants on. Kevin Kisner has a full-on ski hat on playing with him. Given everything that you're there on property, seeing him, seeing the conditions, what are your expectations for Tiger today?
Well, I set the over-under on Friday at 74.5, and he ends up shooting 74. So I think today I'll set it at 73.5. I think, I think everything that Rick said is true, especially about his body. I worry about it, again, as the week wears on, especially in this kind of cold. It's easy to feel stiff in this kind of windy, cold conditions. But I think the thing he's got working for him, EK, as the wind picks up, that actually helps the guys that are really good ball strikers, really good iron players. And I think, obviously, Tiger is the best iron player of all time, but also he has a lot of knowledge around this course in terms of which way the wind is blowing, where not to hit it, all of those different things. So as much as the cold is going to maybe negatively affect his body, I think it could positively affect his golf game as long as he can keep it in the fairway off the tee.
All right, 71 on an opening round. Second round is 74. He's playing with Kevin Kisner. So right down the center of the fairway for his opening tee shot. I mean, I'm not going to say, well, what does that mean? I mean, it's one shot, right? And if it was good, bad, and different, we're not going to overreact to one shot. But I will say this, Rick. Kyle set the line at 73.5. That's a good number. You going over or under 73.5 for Tiger today?
Yeah, it's a really good number considering that's what the field average is at right now. I'll take the under. Listen, I'll be the optimist here. I don't think he goes out and shoots a 67, but Kyle's right. The more difficult this course plays, that helps Tiger Woods. Kyle also mentioned, windier conditions helping the better ball strikers, which Tiger is. But if you are missing greens, which I expect a lot of players in the field to be missing greens, you're going to have to get up and down for par often, and often that's going to be a good score. And we know that even through this rehabilitation process, Tiger has been able to chip and putt for much longer than he has been able to take those full shots. So this is kind of a perfect storm of situations where this could really lend itself to Tiger's experience and short game around Augusta National. I'll take the under. All
right, Kyle, what are you going to be looking for early? First 3, 4, 5 holes from Tiger specifically. Are you going to be looking for the gate? Are you going to be looking at the swing? Are you going to look at the body language? Are you going to look at, well, there's one specific hole early on that will show me? Give me a key early on for Tiger.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be looking for pars, EK. This was the area of the course where he struggled on Friday, and he has struggled historically. It's a tough part of the course. You look at 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just a very difficult run. So if you can escape from those first 6, 7 holes unscathed, maybe even one over compared to how you played it on Friday, I think Tiger can go out and shoot even par, 71, something like that. But if it goes poorly early, I think the body at some point this week, I truly believe it's going to start deteriorating, letting him down. It's just going to be too much to overcome. So I don't know if that comes Saturday afternoon. I don't know if it's not until Sunday. But I'm interested to see if and when that happens, or if he can continue to overcome it and potentially play his way into kind of fringe contention on Saturday afternoon.
I'm most interested in watching the shot that we just saw, really him driving the golf ball. In round one, he was pretty sour with the driver. He hit a couple of really weak, wipey fades, and then he would double cross a few and miss wide left. We saw in the middle of his round on Friday, he was much more free with his swing of the longest club in his bag. That's a key. If he plays out of the fairway or anywhere close to it, he is going to have a huge edge over the rest of the field. He's not as long as everybody else anymore. There's not as much power behind the golf ball coming off of that club face, but if he can put himself just in position, that is a really good start, and I think it's going to be the key to his success.
I want to see when Kisner takes the hat off, because then I'll know it's warm enough that everybody's feeling good, because I think it's terrific that he's wearing a full-on ski hat on Saturday at Augusta in April. That's his playing partner. Well done, gentlemen. Certainly appreciate the time. It's going to be a lot of fun watching Tiger over the next few hours, and you want to do that with us. And whenever you need and want a great podcast, especially golf related, The First Cut, they do a terrific job. It's part of our great family of CBS Sports podcasts. You download, you subscribe, you enjoy.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.